Hey everybody, it's Duyo here, and there is so much information about Star Atlas out there. Where do you even begin to look to find this stuff? Now, you may be excited about it. Sage Labs is coming up, and we're all looking forward to that. But where do you get all this information? Where can you optimize your fleets and just know what's going on and how to stay in the loop? So in today's video, I'm going to share with you the top 10 resources for you to stay up to date on all things Star Atlas. There's literally hundreds, and if you want to go into like social media and stuff, there's hundreds and hundreds of places that you can grab information about Star Atlas. So we're going to narrow it down to only 10, because if I added each and every one of them that is out there that exists, this video would be like 8 hours long. So if there is something that I may have missed or that you personally like yourself, let me know in the comments below, and maybe I can add it in future videos. But for now, these are the top 10 resources I use to stay up to date on Star Atlas. And if you're looking for more information, you can use this too. And if staying up to date on Star Atlas is something you're interested in, then for sure, subscribe to my channel. I actually don't have my YouTube channel on this list because obviously you're watching it right now, and you should know that it exists if you're watching this. But if you do want more information about Star Atlas, go ahead and subscribe. And you can also check out my guide, the Star Atlas Maximum Profits Guide, where I take you through step 1 through step 100 on everything you need to know about earning a profit in Star Atlas, maximizing your ROI, and all that good stuff. You can even use the discount code ATLAS to receive it for 50% off. So let's go ahead and get into this video. And the number one for sure is going to be Discord here. So the Star Atlas Discord, it has several channels, but this is where all of the official everything like the Star Atlas team, where they're going to be posting stuff. So you can hop in here, go to announcements, go to minor announcements. They're going to be keeping you up to date in there. They have this Atlas Brew, right here, Atlas Brew every week, where the Star Atlas team will let us know what's going on, the developments they're making, and cool stuff like that. There's a huge community. There's usually a bunch of chatter in general. You can ask questions. If you're a content creator, like I'll probably be posting this video on content creators. So, you know, there's lots of stuff to check out. And this is going to be all of the official stuff. So like social media, that's going to be the official Star Atlas Twitter. They don't post on Facebook or Instagram that much, but when they do, this is where they put all the official stuff. So by far, this is going to be your number one place. Definitely, if you haven't joined the Star Atlas Discord, you'll want to do that. But assuming you've done that, then we're going to move on to YouTube. And just for reference, these aren't in any particular order. It's not best to worst. It's not worst to best. It's just kind of clustered into how the content's created. So I'm kind of moving from like YouTube to blogs to like resource tools and stuff like that. I don't have so much social media because that's more just images, which, hey, the more the better, and get the word out there to more people. More people see Star Atlas images, the more likely they are to come join the community. Social media is great, but an Instagram image isn't going to give you all the details like a YouTube video or a blog is going to give you. So here's one guy who I love his videos. He actually creates a video and a blog and kind of puts it together, Raw Mega, and he does a great job of like covering everything that's been talked about in Discord over the past week. He uploads weekly videos, and he does things like the Star Atlas team will be talking in Discord, but what channel they're talking in, which members are talking, and what time they talk to different people varies. Raw Mega does a great job of capturing what they're saying. Here, I'll just show you in his blog. So like, boom, people asking questions and the team members are answering them. And all of his blogs has sections like this. So where community members ask questions and we get the answers from the team. So he does a great job of that. He usually covers the Atlas Brews each week. And so he does a great job of creating weekly updates. 8-10 minute videos here, a couple of 20-minute videos, and you can get a whole week's worth of information within a couple minutes, or you can just kind of skim through here and do it even quicker. So I love Rob Mega's work. He's a member of Rome, so he's really on top of his stuff here. And then another weekly video would be from the Metaverse Nomads. Now, these guys, usually there's like three of them talking in a live stream setting, and they'll have different guests on. So, like you'll see here with Signal, with Virtual, with Kriggs, with Raw Mega, even. Hey, there you go, you know. And they'll just like interview different people. So you not only have one person's perspective, like, you know, I'm giving you my perspective right now of the best resources to use, but you have three of them, and the more minds, the better. And they interview different people each week. So you get the perspectives and ideas of several community members over the course of the week, and their videos are pretty long here. Now they do have like regular videos that are shorter, but these live streams very informational, and this is really important. They talk about like crypto in general, Star Atlas crypto, Solana, because Star Atlas is on the Solana blockchain. Now, I'm all in it for the gaming aspect of Star Atlas and playing to earn, but I don't really care too much about blockchains or Solana or any of that other stuff. And I don't follow that kind of news. So here with the Metaverse Nomads, if they didn't tell me, like, I wouldn't know about it, because I don't follow that stuff, but they do, and they'll add that kind of stuff along in their videos. So very informational, a little bit longer, but definitely worth the watch, because they have very good information and different community perspectives here. Now, if those videos were too long for you, then this is the YouTube channel you gotta check out. This is TLDR by Beth. She does a great job of taking these. The Atlas brews are usually like an hour and a half to 2 hour videos. I mean, like live streams. And yeah, you can catch the replays, but she takes an hour and a half or 2 hours and narrows it down to 2 minutes and 41 seconds or 3 minutes and 25 seconds. And she does spend a lot of time, and she does a great job of covering everything in literally only a few minutes. So if you are someone who don't have literally hours and hours to watch this kind of stuff, you'll want to check this out. As you can see, only recently she started doing this, but she's done an amazing job. And Beth, if you're watching this, I hope you keep it up, because you do a great job. And I know this is so helpful for so many people. All right, this is going to be the last one we have for YouTube channels, but Beyond the Horizon here, he also does a good job of covering all of the recent news, all of the updates, and just giving you tips from like his own perspective and like what he's going to be doing. He also had this challenge that he created with the channel Atlas Theory that you can see here, where they're going from zero to hero during Sage Labs. So it's pretty entertaining, and that's the whole thing about this guy. Out of all of the informational YouTube channels, he's so entertaining. So like Metaverse Nomads, great information, but that's what you're there for, information. Similar to my channel, I know I'm not the most entertaining guy ever. This guy, he's very entertaining. He often has his child on there. I have a kid, but she's only like 2 years old, so she's not really into gaming yet. But when she is, I can only hope for the relationship that he has with his son in the gaming industry here. So yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch. And so if you want to be entertained while you're catching up on the news, then Beyond the Horizon here is a channel you should check out. And then of course, for the best results, you can check all 4 of these out. So here are 4 YouTube channels. So between the official Discord channel and these 4 YouTube channels, there's my first 5. Now we're going to go into 5 more resources that you should be using for Star Atlas. This next one is a blog, the Intergalactic Herald. He does a great job of creating like a compilation of everything. Like, here's all of the guilds. So, you know, let's check it out. Let's see what kind of guilds exist. Here's all the different guilds that you can join in Star Atlas. And so if you're new and you're looking for a channel or a guild to join, then you can check this out. And then like over here, we have Star Atlas YouTube. See, like I'm on here, Beyond the Horizon, Raw Mega. Some of the channels I mentioned are on here, and there's several others. So like I'm only covering 10 right now. He's got a bit more. He also has guides, and he just has a lot of resources here, and he keeps us up to date with the Atlas brews as well. If you just want to read it and skim it while you're at work and you don't have time to actually listen to somebody, it's a good website to have on your favorites. Number 7, I believe we're at now, is the lore Star Atlas War wiki. Here's a great place to get all your lore. Like you can go to list of characters. Here's all this guy's information and stuff. But the number one reason why I love this website is you can go to ship configuration. First of all, it'll tell you all about ships, like who's with what faction. So that's something very important you need to know. Like Busan is with the Oni faction. Beyond that, nobody cares about the other manufacturers, right? But Busan's with the Oni, but it'll tell you who's with who, and it'll tell you different ship information that, I mean, if you don't know this, you need to come here and check it out, because this is very, very important stuff about module components. This is what is going to make or break you in game. But specifically here, the make/spec bonuses. This is the bonuses of all of the manufacturers, and then this is the bonuses of all of the ship types. So if you have a Pierce that is a fighter, you take this stat times this stat. And so, like, for example, their hull is going to be 5 times 5, which is 25. And then for another example, if you have an Opal that is a racer, where's the racer? Right here. So Opal racer 4 times 5 times 3, or 4.5 times 3, that gives you what, like 13.5. So your Opal Jet, and Opal Jet is going to have 13.5 hull, where a Pierce fighter is going to have 25. And it gives you stats for hull, shield, armor, warp, subwarp, maneuvering, base, hard points. Go down here, fuel savings, scanner, stealth, all of this information. So if you don't know what kind of stats your ships have, that's a big deal. And if you want to know what kind of stats your ships have, come over to this lore wiki, go to ship configuration, go to make/spec bonuses, and then just pull up a spreadsheet and figure it out, And then you just see what kind of ship you have, what is the ship type, and you calculate the stats. And then, like, for example, we're going to see here on stealth, the numbers go from anywhere like 3.75 to 6. So if you are something like 3.25, whatever this is, it's not very good. So Floyd line, okay, that's the free ship in the showroom. It's not very stealthy. So you can just see what your stats are. Again, you multiply this number by this number, it'll give you a stat, and then you can compare your ship to other ships on the marketplace to see how good it actually is. Moving on, we have this Flipside website. It's created from this guy named Kenny, who's in AFIA. This dude is a genius, all right? He's created all kinds of cool information. So, like, we're just going to scroll down here. These are the different ships available in the marketplace. You can see the majority of them are fighters, but you can see what percent are other ship types. And then you can see the size, what percent are what size, the manufacturers. Mud has the largest, because fighter is the largest, because Pierce fighter is the most common right now. Okay, right there, and here's the ship manufacturers. You can see Pierce. So that's not really why I wanted to show you this website, though, because there's so much more interesting information. Especially right here, you go to R4. This is more for like Faction Fleet, which we're moving on to Sage Labs, but we're still in Faction Fleet right now, and we have been for a year and a half. So this would tell you the supply and demand. So right here, the surplus. I've actually shown this screen on several of my YouTube videos because I use this. This will tell you supply, the demand, and then like right here, we're about even. Supply, demand, we have a little bit of extra food. Before, all of this was way down, but as more people are getting claim stakes and more people are halting their faction fleet and preparation for Sage Labs, these numbers are slowly starting to get closer to the break-even point or even having a surplus like in food. And then this chart will tell you the supply versus demand, how much we're making versus how much we're needing, basically. So another thing right here, super, super cool. So check out this earnings right here. This earnings will give you every single wallet in Star Atlas right now. So the top earner right now, this dude is making $93.99 per day in Faction Fleet. And you see other people making $50, $36, $29, $27. And this is out of 2,738 pages times 11 wallets per page. So there's thousands and thousands of wallets in here. In fact, you can copy and paste your own wallet right here. You can see where you're ranking and how much you're earning per day in Faction Fleet. So I'm sure this is going to be updated for Sage Labs. Sage Labs isn't actually released yet, and we have been using Faction Fleet and Faction Claims, that's what this is, for quite a while now. So this is more set up for Faction Fleet and Faction Claim, and it is super interesting. And then you can look at the firepower. I'm not going to get into that right now because combat's not really a thing, and it only goes for specifically firepower. It doesn't take into account defenses like shield and hull and armor, stuff like that. So I'm not going to go into that right now, but when combat does come out, firepower is something you'll want to check out. Now there is a part 2. If you click on marketplace right here, it takes you to this screen. And while there's a lot of interesting information here on the marketplace, the most interesting thing here is return on investment, this last tab over here. It'll tell you the ROI that you can make in either a faction claim or faction fleet per your claim stakes and ships. So you can see that a claim stake 1 here currently has a 54.8% ROI. And looking back, it's that light blue line here on top. At one point, it was up to like 73% ROI back on August 29th. It's dipped down a little bit, and some others have passed it up. So as you can see, like a MTemp 2 is 64.6% ROI, and that would currently be highest. And it's going to remain one of the highest because come Sage Labs, the MTips actually don't require ammo to harvest any resources. So they're going to be really, really resource saving, cost effective. Their mining rate is going to be higher, and the resources they take to mine is going to be lower. So it's going to, like, these MTips are going to be kicking butt come Sage Labs. But you can see the current ROI for Faction Fleet, and then down here would be the current ROIs for each ship. So we're going to look here. As you can see, like Opal Jet currently has a 2.6% ROI. The Opal Jet over here, the extra small one, is a 9.7% ROI. And then right below that, you see the Fimble Lobby is a negative 2.494% ROI. So the Fimble Lobby, this bottom line, is actually costing you money instead of making you money. Here's another one that's actually losing you money instead of making you money. And you can use this chart to see how profitable your ships are in Faction Fleet. So this has been an amazing website to be using. Moving on to number 8, I believe we're on, is Nancy. So Nancy's a really cool ship management tool. Now they got other stuff, but for Sage Labs, you can input your ships. So here's just the test fleet, right? Here's several different ships. You got some Opal Jets, some Opal Jets, Rainbow Chi, VSS Opod, Opal Bitboat, and Pierce R6. So you got different ships here, right? You got a fleet. And we're going to see the different stats that this fleet has. So you can see the total crew member and what ships are making up your crew members. You can see like the price and what they're worth, stuff like that. But down here is where it really gets interesting. You can see the cargo capacity, ammo capacity, fuel capacity, the mining rate, how long it'll take you to mine, Like if you go out there and you start mining something. Now this is assuming a hardness of 1 and richness of 1. But if you mine something with a hardness of 1, richness of 1, with this fleet, you will fill up your cargo capacity within 31 minutes and 25 seconds. It'll tell you your scan cooldown time. It'll tell you how much food you're consuming, how much food you need to bring when you go out on a trip. So if you go out and you bring 1,439, that food should be sufficient enough to last you for 31 minutes worth of mining until you get back and you can start eating again. Tells you your max warp distance and all kinds of other cool stats. As you go down, it'll tell you more of your like combat power, firepower, which isn't going to be a big deal in right now, but later when they introduce combat, you'll want to optimize this part of your fleet as well. And then this is a lot of information. So if this is a little intimidating, you can go over here to this Star Atlas Italiana. These Italian guys have created basically the same thing. You can, well, here's all the different ships, right? So you go here and let's say you want to add one. So I added one of those. See, Pierce X5 right here and quantity 1. Let's say we want to add a Calico Medtech, so I'll go ahead and add that as well. Okay, so I got these 2 ships in my fleet. It's going to give me my cargo stats, my fuel stats, ammo stats, and then it's going to tell me my mining rate. This is how many resources per second. Like before, the mining time was 30 something minutes. This is 18 minutes. So you could add and subtract ships and optimize to see what fleet would work best for you and optimize this max mining time. You can also see the subwarp, warp distance, how many crew you have, and the scan cooldown time, all of that information. So basically everything that you're looking over here in Nancy, it's right here and it's a little bit easier to read. Okay, so that was our last one. And that's a lot of resources, and this isn't even everything. So again, if you have something that you like to use, leave it in the comments down below, and I might add it in a future video. But if you want basically all of this put together, then you really want to check out my Star Atlas Maximum Profits Guide, because I pull information from several different resources. All of this, plus other private resources, plus social media and other YouTube channels, and just so much more that I can't even add in one video. So it's all together. It's been put together and edited and read by about a dozen different people have mastermind on this Maximum Profits Guide. So if you want everything consolidated in one easy to see space, then check out my Star Atlas Maximum Profits Guide. Use the discount code ATLAS to receive it for 50% off. Hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it on the video. And if you want to learn more Star Atlas information, then check out this video because I cover everything in Sage Labs coming up. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.